Hello everyone, my name is Laurie Laurence, and I'm here to just tell you guys a little bit more about me. So one of the first things you should know is when I was a teenager, I moved to my grandfather's house, and I didn't really know what to expect because I was moving in with my grandfather, and wasn't always my biggest fan. He had different expectations of me and different dreams for me than what I wanted. But it actually ended up being for the better because I actually ended up living next door to the March family. And I actually ended up being very, very good friends with the four March girls, Amy, Meg, Jo, and Beth. And it was actually quite a bit of fun. We had interesting start. I met Jo at a New Year's Eve party, and then her sister actually ended up twisting her ankle, so I had to help them both home. So at least I had a good first impression, and they were able to see that I was actually a nice guy and not some weird, creepy neighbor who lives with his grandfather. But it was good. And then come the springtime, the first springtime ever was next door to them. They invited me into some club, the Pickwick Club, and well, it was weird and completely made up. It passed the time for the summer, and that's what we really did. We had a bunch of adventures that would take up a lot of time throughout many, many, many years, and since it was just me and my grandfather, I kind of almost accepted them as my own family and hung out with them as much as I possibly could. And then through the years, lots and lots of things happened. I thought I was the closest with Jo, just because we were so much alike, and well, I think I still may love Jo, but actually what happened is I ended up marrying Amy, and well, I couldn't be any happier, and I love Amy and I love our little daughter Beth. I think still somewhere deep inside me I will always feel that connection with Jo just because we're so similar. Her sisters were always telling her that she was never good enough. She was never feminine enough because she was always doing things different. She was a tomboy. And then, similar to me, my grandfather kept telling me that I wasn't doing things that were masculine enough just because I wanted to pursue music and not business. So, actually, what ended up happening is I decided to, well, with grandfather's help, we went on a trip to Europe, and actually I met up with Amy while she was touring Europe with her aunt, and I was actually able to write some music while I was in Austria. I wrote an opera, and I wrote a requiem, and it was kind of a slap in the face to grandfather, and through that I was able to pursue my passion, and actually ended up being around the time when I was able to propose to Amy, and she actually said yes. So it kind of all wove together, me and the March family, and we've been connected ever since in more ways than one. So that's a little bit about me. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks.